Finally, in this video, I will explain to you the correct instructions that you should give to ChatGPT in order to create the best possible content. As you have already know, the ChatGPT operates based on instructions, and if you provide it with the general instructions, the result will be general and not very satisfactory. However, if you will give it specific and detailed instruction, providing context and as much information as possible, the tool will deliver exceptional results. Now let's start by going to the ad library and analyzing the ads used by your competition. Then we will instruct ChatGPT to create similar or even better ads than those. By doing this, you ensure that your ad copy is of the highest quality. There are various types of content available. While you can start from the scratch and create ad copy, it may not always yield optimal results, as it requires more experience to instruct ChatGPT for SEO or focused content. But if you instruct ChatGPT to use successful ads that are already generating sales, it will analyze the key elements and generate similar or improved ads. This simplifies your work significantly. Instead of spending an hour creating an ad copy, you can now accomplish it in less than 5 or 10 minutes. Pay attention. On the right side, I have a Word document containing all the prompts. We will use that in ChatGPT. It may be new to you, but don't worry, it is quite simple. A prompt is nothing more than a set of specific comments or instructions that we will provide to the artificial intelligence. The more detailed the prompt is, the better the results will be. So here I will provide you with several prompts to help you create advertising text, titles, and ad descriptions. Remember that ad is composed of 4 elements. The first element is the ad copy, which is the top part. The second element is the title. The third element is the image, and the fourth element is the description, a small text that appears below. In this case, the advertiser did not include the description, but we need to include all the elements you see on the screen in order to create each part of the copy. Here we have the prompts for the texts, titles, and description. Let's start with the first prompt. Let's say today you are going to be a world-class copywriter who specializes in writing Facebook ads. I'm going to show you 3 examples of good ads. Just read them, don't explain them to me. After I confirm that you have read all 3 ads, I will give you further instructions. Are you ready? Done. This is what you need to copy into ChatGPT, just like that, without making any changes. Whenever you use ChatGPT, you should always instruct it to act as a professional in any specific area. For example, if you want to create ads, we tell it to be a world-class copywriter. As I mentioned before, simply copy this text and pass it to ChatGPT. In this case, the chat history from the previous session will save. Ideally, you should start a new conversation so that the ChatGPT learns in the best way. Paste the prompt here, send it, and we'll see what happens. ChatGPT responded with the following: "Yes, I am ready. Please go ahead and show me the 3 examples of the good Facebook ads." Okay, we have used the first prompt. Now you need to go to the ad library and find 3 ads that you think are good. Here's a valuable tip. At the top of the ad, you can see the date it has been in circulation since. An older ad indicates that it is generating good results. After finding the ads, share them with ChatGPT. To access the ad library, it is quite simple. Go to Google and search for Meta Ad Library, and you will see this window by default. Don't worry, I will explain everything from the scratch. Once you're in the ad library, you will see the following screen. In Search Ads Location window, select All, so that you can see ads from all the countries. Choose the category to which your ads belong. I will choose All. In the search bar, enter keywords related to your niche or the product you are selling. For example, if you are selling a memory improvement product, search for words like memory, brain, intelligence, speed reading. Choose any words that are relevant to your product. If you are selling a weight loss product, search for words like weight loss, diets, exercise, gym, or any other words related to weight loss. In my case, I will stick to the example I mentioned earlier, which is selling a product related to law of attraction. So I can enter law of attraction in the search bar and it will display all the ads that have the phrase in their copy. Let's wait for it to load. Great, now we have several ads that talk about the law of attraction. Your task is to find the best copy and provide it to ChatGPT to create better versions. I want to take a look at this ad where it says in circulation since May 18th, 2023. This means that this ad has been active since May, so you can imagine the amount of results this copy must generating. Since it has been activated for a long time, I can copy that ad and send it to ChatGPT to analyze. Here is what I will do. I will copy the ad copy and place it in the prompt. Before that, remember to address ChatGPT as the client and say, here is ad 1. Then single space and send the message. Let's see what ChatGPT responds. Perfect, ChatGPT responded. Thank you for providing the first ad. I have read it. Please proceed with the next 2 ads. Here in the ChatGPT, I will paste here is ad 2, and we will continue searching for more ads related to the law of attraction in the ad library. Remember that the older the ad is, the more results is likely generating. Let's see what other ads we have. So far, as you can see, most of them are repetitive. They have simply made small changes. Here we have a different copy that says, we discovered the secret of the successful people and we were amazed how powerful it is. This could also be very effective copy and it has been active since June 1st, which means it's been running for almost a month now. It is definitely a good option to consider. I'm going to copy this ad copy and then I will go to ChatGPT and paste it here. Alright, here we go. Let's see what ChatGPT says about it. Thank you for providing the second ad. I have read it. Please proceed with the final ad. Great, now we can go back to the ad library and search for other keywords. In this case, I can use the keyword manifestation because people who believe in the law of attraction often talk about manifesting their dreams. So manifesting is a relevant word in this context. Let's see what other ads pop up in this niche. We are looking for an ad that is both good and old. The older the better. Once I found some good copy, I will show it to you. Oh, there is an interesting one. The text says, how to raise your vibration and tune into your intuition to avoid counter-manifesting. Let's copy this text and paste it into ChatGPT. But don't forget to include the prompt, here is ad 3. So let's place it at the top, hit enter and see what ChatGPT responds. Thank you for providing the third ad. I have read it as well. Please let me know further instruction or guidance you will have for me. Now let's move on to the second prompt. You are going to say the following. Give me 3 variations of the above ads. Once you hit enter, observe what happens. ChatGPT will generate 3 variations based on the copies you have provided. Here is variation 1, variation 2, and variation 3. Your role as an affiliate is to read this copy and adapt it to your product. Don't simply copy and paste it directly to Facebook, as that could be a mistake. The copy may reference something unrelated to your product. Instead, read the copy and make the changes to ensure it aligns with the product you are selling. The great advantage here is that within the less than 5 minutes, I have researched winning ads in the library and asked ChatGPT to create improved version. That completes the second prompt. Next, there's an optional prompt you can instruct ChatGPT as follows. Rewrite each of the 3 ads and add cute emojis. Let's paste this prompt and see what ChatGPT does. ChatGPT will take the 3 versions and incorporate emojis. This is particularly helpful because emojis can convey emotions and enhance the overall message. As you can see, it is the same text as in the previous section, but with added emojis. Let's proceed to the next prompt, which is prompt 4. Now I want you to understand that we already have the copy for the ad, which is the text above the image. Next, we need to create the title, which appears below the image, and the description, which appears below the title. To generate attention-grabbing titles, we'll use prompt 4. It states, give me 20 short punchy curiosity-filled titles for the above Facebook ads. They should pick the curiosity of the person looking at the ad and instantly grab their attention to keep them reading. Be creative. Simply select and copy this text, enter it to the chat and click enter and observe the results. ChatGPT will generate 20 short punchy titles for you in a matter of seconds. Just imagine that time and effort you will save while accelerating your affiliate sales. Your task is to review the 20 titles and select the most captivating ones. You can choose 3 favorites and then decide which one is the best one. Once you have chosen the titles, the next step is to create the descriptions. Copy this text again, but this time make a small modification. Instead of asking for titles, you will ask for 20 short, punchy curiosity-filled descriptions. Make the necessary changes in the prompt and proceed accordingly. Once you have entered the prompt, you will see what happens next. Great, now you will receive a set of descriptions that are highly captivating. Remember that the description is the text that appears below the title. To provide a clear example, let me find one for you. Here is a good example. The title is at the top and the description is below. Now in the ChatGPT, you can select this text and use them as a descriptions. As for the titles, we already have them at the top. With this, we have almost completed the entire ad. Now let's move on to the next prompt, which is to rewrite these 20 sentences without mentioning the name of the product. Since none of these titles mention the product name, we can skip that particular prompt and proceed to the next page. The next prompt is to rewrite these 20 titles, but this time make them 30% shorter and add more variety. For instance, avoid using the word manifestation in every single title. This part is up to you to edit. You can analyze the pattern that ChatGPT is following and creating. And if there is anything you don't like, you can instruct it to avoid writing it in particular way. For now, I will copy this prompt without the final recommendation. I will repeat it, paste it, and then press enter to summarize the 20 titles I had written earlier. As you can see, these titles are already quite short compared to the previous one. It is important to keep the titles within the Facebook ads as short as possible because long text may not be fully visible on the platform. So the shorter the text is, the better. In less than 20 minutes or perhaps even less than 15 minutes, we have managed to create several ads. We now have the 3 versions of the ads, 20 ad titles and 20 descriptions. Just imagine the multitude of combinations you can make with these elements, and all of these are in very short time. We have successfully generated high-quality ads. Remember to carefully read each of the generated texts and adapt them to the match to your product. It is as simple as that. As you can see, ChatGPT does all the hard and challenging work for you. It is your friend and it will greatly accelerate your results. Take a full advantage of this information, start applying it, and witness how the commissions start rolling in faster. Don't worry, I will provide the link to these documents below the video. So go ahead and start implementing these strategies. I will see you in the last secret module.